Well, hey there, YouTube. How's everybody doing out there today? Brand new week, or brand new week, I guess, depending on when you're watching this video. We have a very dreary day today. I think we have a weather day here, although we're not getting a lot of rain. Feel for those people over in Mississippi that got hit so hard by those tornadoes this weekend. Just hope, there's no more of that, but it's that time of year for this part of the country. But anyhow, today I wanted to share a creamy plant-based garlic tahini dressing, sauce, dip, whatever, however you want to use it, recipe. I have been playing with this one. I've used a version of it from some common ingredients several times. But finally, last week, I got it tweaked. I'm always kind of like, okay, now, what could I put? It's just not quite there yet. You ever done one of those recipes before where you got it, but it's just not quite there yet? So, added a couple of things last week, and I'm like, all right, now I've got a winner. All right, so what I've got in this concoction of mine, and I'm going to show it to you here in a minute, is I have 2 cloves of garlic. Nope, I went back and amended that because I kept adding more water in. I've got 3 cloves of garlic. I've got 7 medjool dates. I'm using medjool dates in some of these dressings because I'm finding I can use the little daglet dates, which are less expensive, but you end up using more of those. And medjool dates just give it kind of a richness. I used, hold on a second, I need a visual aid. To give you the measurement, I used 5 caps of apple cider vinegar. I didn't measure it out in a spoon. That's how I've always done. Like, I take the top off of my apple cider vinegar, I pour it in a cap, and I pour it in. So I used 5 caps of apple cider vinegar. I used 3 tablespoons of tahini. I used 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I used some chili powder, some organic chili powder that I keep around. I didn't measure it into a spoon. I just gave it kind of a little moderate shake on there. And I used 1 3/4 cups of water. Now I decided to, usually when I'm doing these recipes like this, I'll say, okay, and water to preference, however, and you can still do that. But with those ingredients, and like some people might be saying, oh my God, like all the dates, oh my God, all the tahini. Well, look how much that made. And that's something else I've been working on too with the water, is just adding it little by little until I can find that spot where I can really stretch it out. I don't want to stretch it out too far. Some of these people are always talking about stretching, and I'm like, yeah, you're putting flavored water on your salad. So I've been looking for that sweet spot for me. But with the 1 3/4 cups of water, you see I've got, well, actually I might be up to the 32 ounce, because 32 ounce isn't at the very top. I got like 32 ounces of this sauce right here. Now, people, I found over the years salads that there's different types of people. There's people that eat a dry salad. I still say that's kind of a sociopath type behavior, just sitting there eating a dry salad. But and then you have some people that like just a little bit, and then some people like the wet dressing. I mean, I've always liked a wet salad, lots of salad dressing. So it'll be different serving sizes for different people. But even with that, there's 3 tablespoons of tahini. 3 tablespoons of tahini. I'm going to get a minimum of three uses out of this, if not 4 uses. And some people, you might even get more than that. One thing I will say as you're adding your water and kind of trying to figure it out, if you're going to make more than you're going to use just in one meal or whatever, it's going to thicken a little bit by sitting in the refrigerator, so you kind of got to play that in a little bit. But I don't know, it's not watery at all. It's still nice and thick here. So you could probably, if you really wanted to, you could add some more water, make it just a little bit more, stretch it a little further. Or some people may not use as much as I do. But like I say, don't worry about the fat. I know there's fat in there, but it's not, like I said, it's not like I'm sitting down and going to eat it at one time. Although I've made salad dressings where I've used 2 tablespoons of tahini in one serving. So stretch it out a little bit like that. And this one is really good. This one is like, I think it's done, because sometimes you get to a point too with the recipe when you're playing with it, tweaking it, trying to just find that that just right missing ingredient that you go too far. And then you start adding stuff and it's like, okay, now I've just put too much stuff in there. So I think this is going to be the final version. This is a good version. You can use, like I said, salad dressings. You can use it for a sauce. You can put it on other vegetables. You can put it on raw. You can put it on cooked. You could actually use it as a dip. And if you were actually making it with the intention of using it as a dip, I might suggest keeping it a little thicker than I would use it when I would keep it if I'm using it as a salad dressing. But just play. This is what you do. Every time I do a recipe, I'm really trying to hammer home the point of, instead of just incessantly going around the internet looking for the next recipe, can you give me a recipe? Who's got a recipe? Searching for a recipe. Learn how to create your food for yourself. Because there's a lot of people out there that are way better at creating recipes than me. Way. Like, their skill level's up here, and I'm basically like in kindergarten. But I know my taste. I play to my specific taste. So you might create something, I might create something, and you're always, you might, don't feel like you got to, stroke my ego. You can tell me anytime I share one, well, I don't really like that one, but that's fine, because this one is really suited for my taste buds. I think this one will translate over to other people because this one's just delicious. But the point being, get in the kitchen, learn what ingredients do to a dressing. You can use dates to start off, kind of as your sweet base. You can use hemp seeds, you can use different things. And if you do it over and over, you'll start to learn how things combine, what you can use to thicken something up, what you can use to give it more of a savory taste, what you can use to give it more of a sweet taste. And then you've got control. Then you just go in the kitchen and you say, hey, I got kind of a taste for this today, and you create it. So that's all it is. Hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you do enjoy these particular recipes, share them around with your friends, share the video, and have a great week. I know we're just getting started, and I'm at least going to see you a couple more times, if not 3. So y'all take care. Peace.